What's up YouTube, Jamie the Kid 00 here, and I've finally managed to sort out Dueling Network, so I can bring you guys another duel before I move back to uni and can't anymore. But yeah, today I'm going to be bringing you guys a game with my Geargia-Gadget deck that I'm working on for Return of the Duelist. It's probably what I'm going to be playing, and I actually managed to find a Dino player on Dueling Network, so this is actually going to be meta relevant. It's not going to be against something random like Violons or something like that. Either way, your opponent opens up fairly standard grind game tactic of Sabersaurus and set 2 back row, so I don't really know what to MST. I don't have MST anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. So I'm just going to activate the duality here. My hand isn't too strong, but I'm liking the amount of traps that I have access to. I managed to hit the gear frame off of the duality, and I hesitate on taking it because that torrential looks really tasty. The yellow gadget can just go away because of course I have the green. So I'm just going to take the gear frame here and shuffle it all back up and get rid of that, because the gear frame will of course bait out the solemn warning, which I know he has face down because I am recording this after the duel. So he has the warning. I managed to bait it out with the gear frame, which is okay because I still have my gadget, so I'm still going to be able to plus. I'm going to end the turn there because I have the gauze, and he's either going to read the gauze or think I just have a bad hand because I just went gear frame end. So ultimately this opponent is actually quite a slow player. He does take quite a long time to think his moves through, and it will become quite apparent throughout the game. He's going to go summon the Guiber and exceeds into a Geargia. I personally would have done a Dolka here, but after some ruling confusion that you're about to see, you will understand why. He goes into his Geargia, goes straight to battle phase and declares a direct attack. I take the 24, and I drop Gauze. He then immediately activates the effect of Geargia, thinking that Geargia can negate Gauze, which it cannot. We then sat through about a half-hour admin call after I'd linked him loads of wiki articles, so I'm just going to edit that bit out right now. We're just coming up to the transition here. But yeah, ultimately we ended up agreeing before the admin even got there that Geargia can't negate Gauze because I sent him wiki articles. So he ended up asking if we could pretend it had the materials still, so we carried on. He passed turn to me. I take the turn. Not going to do anything here because I'm not going to risk the torrential at this point. So I'm just going to... I think about summoning a gadget, and then I think, no, I'm just going to go, because if he torrentials, I'll be sad. So I swing the Gauze into attack mode, enter the battle phase, and swing over his Geargia, because there's a Geargia with materials, so just rather get that completely off the board now, when he actually allows it, and takes the damage about a minute later. This is an incredibly slow game, and I talked to you guys about the actual Geargia stuff, but I don't actually play any, I think, in this game. But I'm actually really liking this. Return of the Duelist is going to be a really interesting set. I do think Magicals, well, Prophecies are going to be quite good, but at the moment I'm finding Geargias to be the most consistent and powerful deck. They give a lot of strength to Gadgets, and Gadgets are already quite a good deck. Of course, now he's MST'd my strong back row, which made me sad, because double MST is never good. And then he proceeds to Dark Hole the field, and this puts me in quite an uncomfortable position, because I think if he's got Rabbit, he's going to deal huge damage, but in actuality, he's just going to reborn my Gauze and swing directly. No fear of Gauze, of course, because that is my Gauze. I have considered playing Tragodia in this deck at the moment, but it's currently 42 cards, as you'll see in Game 2 when I side. And there's nothing I'm really feeling like changing at the moment. So at the moment I'm just going to prioritise with getting rid of the Gauze, because he now has no cards in hand and only one back row, so he's not going to Starlight Road or anything like that because there's only one card on field. So the worst he's going to do is Solemn me, and I could just set the armour, but he allows it. I considered summoning a gadget, but I thought that Geargia armour would be better because I was fearing the Guiber. So he draws a card and sets it. It's just another spell trap. So I proceed to then go into my turn. I'm just going to go ahead and activate the Geargia armor. He macros, but that really doesn't matter at this point. So I'm going to activate my Geargia armor by flipping it face up. This is an absolutely amazing card because of the very fact that it can reset itself as well. So it's basically a stealth bird that instead of inflicting damage, adds other Geargias to your hand. So ask him if this is okay. He takes forever. But eventually I'm going to search out Geargia Arsenal. The card in hand is actually really awesome. It's a card called Geargia Axel, I believe, or Geargia Accelerator, and it's basically your Cyber Dragon if you have another Geargia out, which gives you a really good ability to play quite fast And I should note that the Geargia Arsenal that I added to hand is a 1700 Lone Fire Blossom. It's 1500, and then it gains 200 for being a Geargia itself. And then you can just swing with it, destroy something or swing direct, and then in your main phase 2, tribute it off, get a Geargia armor out, and then just set it. So you can really sort out your pluses. Then proceed to next turn, flip your Geargia armor up, search accelerator, special summon the accelerator, maybe summon a gadget you have in hand, and you can easily Xyz and have a normal monster on field as well. So it's really quite good like that. Either way, I'm going to use, I'm not sure what I'm doing at the moment. Yeah, I'm using the gadget search because he only just okayed it. I probably should have summoned the green gadget in hindsight, but this gives me 2 of the bigger gadgets in hand, so 2 1400 gadgets, which against Dino Rabbit isn't that amazing, but well. And then the admin finally showed up because I forgot to cancel the admin call, so I just checked the ruling with him anyway, just for the benefit of my opponent, because of course I understand the ruling, but I didn't really have any proof besides the wiki article, which isn't that good. It doesn't actually cite Gauze, and with all my Googling strength, I still couldn't Google a good answer. So he gives me the answer, and then I allow him to leave. I think we should be coming towards the end of this video now. He's in quite a tough position, and I'm plussing left, right, and centre. The 1-for-1 engine has really worked quite well in this deck, but he has misplayed a few times and put himself in some really bad situations, so I don't know. I think that the next game is going to be a better show of strength for this deck. So we proceed to main phase 2. I set the Geargia armor again because pluses are fun. And then we are going to just end the turn, I believe. I should say that I can't actually read anything that I'm saying on the chart because I'm recording this by watching Windows Movie Maker, and anyone who's seen AVI files in Windows Movie Maker knows that they come out pixely, or at least Hypercam files come out pixely. So I can't actually see the text boxes. All I could see was the green admin name coming in. Anyway, he's just going to set another card and end his turn. He's really not having a good day here. So I'm just going to flip the armor again to get another search. Again, constantly fearing the torrentials. And he proceeds to scoop up there. And we're just going to go to game 2 now.